I think the auto sector really needs to focus on is be aware of some of the major structural changes which are happening in front of us. And the most important example I give is that of my son. In my time, when I was starting my career, to buy a car was a status symbol. Okay, Gadi li. My son believes a lot more in Ola and Uber, and therefore is far more comfortable with the Olas and Ubers of the world, and which is the classic situation of capacity utilization, friends. At an average, a car must be used at a capacity of 3 to 5%, and Ola, Uber will have a capacity utilization of 40 to 50%. And if there is a behavioral change which can become structural, we at the auto industry need to be ready for this structural change which we may be undergoing, and we may not be seeing the trends fully. The second big change, and I give credit to the minister for that, our highways have become more efficient. Octroi has gone away. That has increased efficiency of the trucks and the vehicles, as a result of which there is better capacity utilization. I call this as good cholesterol. It's a structural change which is positive for the economy, but in the short run leads to some impact on demand. Third, I think the government was bold enough to take a very significant call, which is allow the truck vehicles to have additional capacity utilization per truck. When you do that, you do have an impact on the short-term demand for trucks. And therefore, we really need to do what are the changes we think will happen both on the structural side as well as the cyclical side. And on the cyclical side, I will divide the challenges into basically two parts, demand and supply. On the demand side, I just want to reassure that banking industry is ready to finance any form of vehicle, two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler. And there is enough liquidity in the banking system today. However, I do believe that the idea of having a captive finance company, as many of the manufacturers already have, is a good one, and that is something which can help demand. At the same time, from the point of view of the financing industry, friends, one of the challenges which we are facing is that we have started depending on the credit scores of individual consumers. Now, as the economy slows down, there is an impact on the credit scores of each of the consumers. And if there is a drop in the credit scores, the amount of borrowers to whom credit can be available starts coming under pressure. Therefore, the marginal borrower who 2 years ago was getting financing easily stops getting financing today because the credit score impact is happening in the financial industry. So I do believe that banking and finance will be there to finance the auto sector, but the credit scores and tightening of credit underwriting is also happening at the same time.